Setlang on the show, Ribuaka pre-chewing your baby's food, spoiling your child, and managing sweets and sugar intake. Dumelang kaofela ke a le amogela mo lenaneho le lentjha la Raising Babies 101. I am your host, Carol Ofori. Our first topic, kajeno, is chewing your baby's food, a practice also known as kiss feeding. The burning question, though, is should you be chewing dijo tsa ngwana hao? Some professionals promote this type of action and believe it bolsters the immune system for the infant. Mo tafoleng mo ke dutse le Dr. Busi Mahlaba, a pediatrician, o tla re thusa ka taba e. Also joining us is dietitian Vusi Sabe. Welcome also to my wonderful studio audience. Welcome.
Hi.
Now, Busi and Vusi, I'm just trying to mo tlhogong ya ka comprehend ke nka dijo ke di kia mo molomong ke a tlhafuna ke a di kgwa ke di fa ngwana. Vusi, is that good practice?
Well, according to science, sometimes bana bakhona benefit something from the mother's saliva, so that actually works on the immune system. So
okay.
that, like for instance, some bacteria bombe bana le tsona ka mara molomo wa bona. So ha ba fana ka tsona mo ngwaneng, ngwana o khona na exposed to tsona. So later on, ha don't le the same exposure on that same bacteria, they don't know defend on it. So that's how it boosts the immune system.
Busi.
No, the thing is, with ingane vele, the abakwazi ukuyihlafunela. So chances are ingane up to like a year basadinga ukudla okuthambile. So an easier way of ukuthi ukwazi ukunikeza ingane yakho ukudla okuthambile is ukuyimhlafunela.
So for
yes, that's why you're going to go further and say, no, there are other better ways of doing it now because there's a lot of infections associated with that. So mama mayigula ngekho right nisisengingeni. But in a well, healthy, uninfected mother, then it's a practice that can be done.
Do you know history ya taba ena gore e tswa kae?
I mean, like we have seen it from the beds, how they're doing it. So, because of that time, technology, blenders and stuff. So there is a way for fun because at the end of the day, I want to is because of those particular type of practices that our old mothers used to do, you know, just to make sure that at the end of the day, one you know.
What advice would you give me this is an interesting way I want to do this going forward.
No, I would advise if you know that you are healthy and if you know you've got an infection that you can pass to the child, look at HIV infections, unfortunately. No mom we've got flu, no more ulcers, any contagious infection in corner. I wouldn't advise that to full when as a mama to do that. But it is because now with technology, as I said, let's rather use what is available right now. Some methods akdala when we're now more in the modern age.
Would you compare it to breastfeeding in any way?
In a sense, as he has said, yeah, it does help with the immune system with the breastfeeding because obviously the germs you have also nails and ingane will be more protected, is being more easily infected with germs that you've already caused immune against them. So it does help.
Okay. Yeah. So if we had to round it off, what is your vote on this? Are you saying try it? Or are you saying not really?
For me, honestly, not really. Not in this day and age, not advisable anymore.
Okay.
Yes.
Same applies, not advisable at all. Yeah, there are a lot of ways of how you can prepare your food now for your baby.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have a blender, you know, you can actually have different mechanism of cooking. Like for instance, if you want to make sure you can also boil them and mash them as well, so they're a little bit softer. You can also, like for instance, the fruits, normally we like boiling them in a bed, mash them, put a little bit of yogurt, they become more softer. Then the baby can have. So different recipes that are there that mothers can experience.
Let's leave things for the beds,
Yes.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, my guests. Well, continue to bua le rona o romela dipotso le di comments tsa gago mo social media. Search Raising Babies 101. Spoiling your child? Yay or nay? You decide. Next. It's time for You Decide. My studio audience, what do you think about spoiling? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? Vote now. Well, it looks like the majority think it's a good thing. What do you think about this topic?
Ukuspoila abantwana is not a bad thing.
Nna ke na le ngwana o iwane lebitso la gagwe ke Arabile ke a mo spoila a ke batla gore ngwana ka gole the way ke gotseng ka gona ke batla gore a na le everything a tseba gore mama gagwe wa morata
nna le bana ba babedi a ke ba spoile nne ke ba tsoga hantle fela jalo ka o tsoga ngwana
go ba spoila gona a be ke sa ba spoile because ke a kwisha gore once o spoila ngwana go mo senya
ke ne bana ba i2 first born o na le 10 years second born o na le 3 years 9 months raba spoiler
balekile kuba spoiler abantwana ngoba ukuspoila kwakho abantwana kubafundisa ezinye izinto mhlawumbe umntwana athi umthengele i-cellphone or i-tablet ngalesikhathi wena umspoil umthengele i-cellphone or i-tablet kumenza ukuthi afunde ezinye izinto eziningi
wa re sanjire ba spoile ke bana ba rena re sa ba spoile ba utswa ka next door ngwana a dumento nna mmare ke na le tšhelete gore ke morekele bokaone ke morekele gore a ska ba utswa kwa next mafeleng o tlo feletse ebile a utswa
Because abantwana bethu, they deserve to be spoiled. But you must limit yourself. Ne? Ungaba spoil it too much because sometimes maba spoil too much. Maka tufuni kavela umthengela, maka tufuni cellphone yamthengela. No.
Wow, some interesting thoughts there. Well, joining me at the table is clinical psychologist Tabang Hlaka and Boitumelo Boikutso, a psychological counselor who will help us unpack this topic. Dumela.
okay
How do we get taba e ya spoiling bana? Also in that clip umpulaile a re no o tshaba gore bana ba tla utsa ka mo next door. Boitumelo, go a iragala taba eo?
I wouldn't say all the time, really. Lena, I don't think I've come across any cases more barring bana ba utswa next door necessarily because have a grave when you know. I think it's a makalapa le lapa le thing at the end of the day gore ba godisa yang bana ba hao. You know, yeah.
So Tabang, is it a good thing go spoila bana ba hao?
Inyaka re tlhokomele gore bana re ba godisha byang ge ba le ba banyane re tlo ba rekela bonyaka didami ge ba go le banyaka diaparo diaparo tsa go tura ge ba go la botlo re palla ba tla banyaka dikoloi le dintlo so inyaka ge motswadi ga go shangwana a go polo gore go tlo ba le tseleng o santse a gone go phela le batho ba bang inyaka motho a ke tlhokomele ka mogwa go dishang bana
Boitumelo wa dumela?
No, ke dumela. Tlile yo, ke nnete.
Okay, so e kae line ge re draw kae the line, as they say ka sekgowa, the line in the sand gore ke tla go fa up until this point but after that it's too much.
I think le teng we're taking air from situation to situation, le lapa, you know, from family to family le teng. I think how khurisa ngwana le teng how since you putsa gore how ba neletsa dilo, what's the reason behind ba neletsa dilo? You know, is it just because ba tlo ba thabisa for nako eo or is it because you know ke ngwana o itshwereng sentle you know or wentse o la bereka pila ko sekolong or anything like that. So almost like ba bitsang a reward system so to say, you know, gore ba itse gore maybe positive reinforcement or positive behavior then is rewarded ka dilo tse monate or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So I really feel like line there should be a guiding factor in terms of to yalo, yeah.
And Tabang, batswadi ba bang ba tla re okay, na ke gola maybe 2000 ka kgwedi. So with that money ke tla re ke spoila ngwana ka mo rekela di sweets kapa ho mo rekela a smaller item. Then ona le mme o mong ka fa o re nna ke gola 1 million ka kgwedi. So na nka rekela ngwana ka koloi because ke afford. How do you decide for batswadi gore this is spoiling and this is rewarding ngwana hao?
Ya ka mo boitumelo a ebeleng ke gore a se gore motho a ska thabisha ngwana gage e felenya ka motho a tlhokomele gore seo a se direlang ngwana gage se tlo mo thusha go ba se tlo mo senyana gantši o gotsa batho ba re nna ge ke gola ga ka hwetša dilo tše ke ga se ba nthekela malekere dilo tše ka moka bjale bana ba ka ke tlo ba fa dilo tše ka moka so e nya ke tla re batswadi selo seo ba ka ke tlhokomela gore ge ngwana go mo godisha o nagana gore dilo tše o mo fago o tla kgona go di berekela gantši a kere ga nka fa mohlala o hwetša motho a humile a tla re nna ke tla mo fa ge ke ne le million eo ngwana ge ke tla mo rekela koloi e golo e fela yena gore a ke thuto go e berekela o itša kae melao eo thute eo o itša kae ga o ka fa ngwana dilo tše dintšhi sa le monyane o tlo palela ke go itirela ke ka mokgwa gore o kgwetšang ge mafelelong ge motho o kgwetše o tlhokofetse goba ge ngwana a godile o mošile le dintlo le di-business ngwana o palela ke go di godiša ka gore ga wa mo ruta melao o no mofa o paleletse ke go ithuta.
Now, when it comes to ngwana ba bereke, maybe I etse di-chores for the rewards, is that one way of managing go spoila ngwana?
Yeah, managing go spoila ngwana, I think definitely, because le teng a kere wa mo ruta gore itse keng ha nka tsoga seng o etse mpeto wa hao o tlhatswe diane or anything like that ke la bona mama ge o tla re tla molong he o tla bona gore o tla rekang but budget ya hao ke 100 rand ke la bona gore how many things o mo ruta ntse kana kanang within that act at the end of the day, so bana ba more constructive he ha so ira yalo.
Okay, so if itla kae ko bribing ya no ke re san batswadi ba bang ba tla hai o bribe ngwana ha se o spoiler ha se reward ntho ke bribery.
Putša e botlhokwa ka gore go tša batho ba ga kanega ngwana ga re mo bribe a ke re mo lelapeng go ne le dilo tše swantše ka moka re di dire mama le papa mohlomongwe ba bereka e fela mo ntlong go dula ka mo o ija ka mo go ne le ke tla re mo lelapeng go ne le dilo tše motho swantše o bane wa di dira bana swantše ba tsebe seo re tla bolela ka di-chores mohlomongwe ngwana o ntšha dustbin mohlomongwe ngwana o dira mpeto wa gago go ne le tšeoe di dira ke mang le mang a se gore di nyaka tšhelete e fela ra tse gore monagano wa motho o bereka ka ge go ne le moputso gore go motho wa bona ga o ka ya sekolong wa hwetša mohlomongwe mebaraka o tla hwetša moputso o e tla nyaka motho a itlhokomele ka mokgwa so ke tla re go ne le tšeo motho swantše a kweše gore ka mo ntlong re dira ka mokgoki pele go ne le tše dingwe tša gore go atlegile o kgonne go dira dilo ka gae ba tla kgona gore ke cellphone ewe mohlomongwe o ka kgona go ya molong mohlomongwe ba tla go rekela toynyana e nyaka motho a tlhokomele gore re dira bjang le bana.
All right, ke a leboga to you both. Thank you, Boitumelo. Thank you, Tabang, for coming in. We really appreciate it. Remember to keep sending us your thoughts via social media. Send all your questions, leave the comments. More social media, search Raising Babies 101. Rahutla after this. Seselatelang, sugar and your child. What are the healthy alternatives? Don't go anywhere. Raising Babies 101, Iahutla. Raising Babies 101 is Atwela Pili, and now we talk sugar intake. It's now time for that easy peasy tip of the week. In studio, I'm joined by Vusi Sape, who is a dietitian, and he will be demonstrating the importance of managing sweets and sugar intake. Hi, Vusi.
Hi, Carol.
So, go na le dijo tse di ngata mo tafoleng ya no?
Tse monate o ka he le di-taste buds mo last
Haritomekafa with all the so-called sweet things. And then Kamo Raiti is all the so-called healthy sweet things. The importance, healthy sweet things and the not so healthy sweet things.
One to look at so really differentiate. One or sweet sharp book a thing, let's say sharp book a thing. So hard to mark like I'm citing a camon, come on, a body scopas, body shom, body zimba chips mola, and get on a zerator refafana cazona. I get how feeling one answer what tola because it is to me like a zona salumuyan. So marharga level as a redibito or refined carbohydrate, meaning that giri sugar is simple. Then melo kono would absorb a capella. So that way, when melo would absorb a capella, these ones, ukrohore, motodona too hyper. At the same time, mele, how they absorb what is store, most of them body store chakaga defects. How can level most of them be made up of too much fats, so that's why banana and bagina melomo holotad. And it also happen at the risk factors around it. Because because of the absorb. So it's also that it's not that they're too much bad, but in moderation, but whatever to whole. So to the point where by limit. So I like the natural sweetness. Say from and that's why the sugar fruits in fructose. So this sugar I absorb ka pela thata mo mmeleng, but it's quite healthy because at the same time it's low in calories. So har lebella mo di fruitsing re na le di mineral le di vitamin, also fiber, which is something called low GI. Now there are two terms now to introduce mo batho. Or okay, what is the difference between now a low GI and a high GI? Okay, so this ones we normally call them high GI, which means that they are high glycemic index. It means that they are too faster in releasing the sugar.
Okay.
But when it comes to this one, we call them the low GI because of the fiber content.
So basically, simple terms,
yeah,
you get hyper
too much hyper because they absorb a but mona otatiana konyana etelenyana hor one hypernyana.
And you'll feel fuller for longer.
Yes, because of the fiber content
Okay.
Yes.
As well as some juices.
Yeah. Re bone haholo hore disoda tsa rena hona bane di na le too much sugar. Nka se ka di name ka mabitso. Yeah, so the soda hanchi o ka lebella di too sweet haholo because of baberekisa too much sugar mo tsona. So re bone hore tata hore sometimes re palwa go nwa metsi. Bana ba bantsi ba rata go nwa metsi, especially ba re metsi a taste hampe. But then there's nicest thing about drinking water, you know. I'll teach you today, ne? So if sometimes ngwana ha maybe or complain or hey, what's my mama na karate metsi because metsi a taste hampe. So what do, you can chop off these fruits and mix that just to flavor your water.
Okay,
so you don't use other artificial things, just natural sweetness. Then then one cannot enjoy a more. So which are low in calories. But when it comes to 100% juice, 100% juice, this 100% juice, they are made up of how many fruits? A lot of fruits. So normally I recommend about 2 or 3 fruits in a day. So it's also important how 100% juice, half must be water, half must be that juice. So which is more lighter with sweetener, and then also lighter a little bit in calories as well. So that at the end of the day, we don't increase too much sugar intake.
I know hidden sugars mo dijo a lot on the shelves. And how much areka dijo, they must be very careful on the packaging. Advice ya gago ke eng for batho how o reka or o batla reka really good food for bana ba hao.
Exactly. Already the food industry bono hore increase too much sugar mo dijo. So ntho tse ba itse hona beno ba itse se bona le body sugar free o di bona body low kilojoules ke tsona tsolo tse tse re lebelle thata because mola aba berekisa the natural sugar ba berekisa ntho ngwe re bitso ke artificial sweeteners that they could be 2 types, xylitol, sorbitol ke tsona tse ba di berekisa mola, so they are not easily absorbed as compared to the natural sugar. So but ba ka lebella something ending sugar free or low kilojoules or something like ba bolela ba re ke diet what. Yes, so they are low in kilojoules.
As we wrap up here, Vusi, advice ya gago for batswadi go gae on these so-called bad sugars, le di good sugar?
Sometimes how batle hore o lwele ngwana hao. Sometimes it can be like a fight, you know. So what you need to do, you need to teach our babies. That's what we call behavioral change. So when it comes to food choices, we will talk around the one how months or okay sharp. How is that one I got say? Di will talk about melon because they are male, even do tibela malweight. But how is that one I got? The category of farmer weights in the future. So what we do? I start take a more and then recafel it. So that's how you can teach your babies.
Very
then
good
eventually
advice.
You get to them used to this one.
Thank you so much
Thanks
for that.
a lot, Oscar.
Thank you. Well, you've heard it. There's good sugars and bad sugars. But right now, it's time for a good surprise because it's baby shower time. Okay, viewers, as we all know, parenting can be very, very costly. To make life a little easier for you, our baby shower segment is to shower you with gifts. To enter this competition, all you need to do is answer yes or no to one simple question correctly. Are fruits a healthier alternative to sweets? Answer yes or no on our social media platforms. Answer correctly, and one lucky viewer will randomly be selected to win a baby hamper voucher valued at 1,000 Rand. The winner will be announced on our social media. Best of luck. Next on Raising Babies 101, we answer the big question regarding grants. Raising Babies 101, it's Wela Pele, Linda Carol Ofori. Raising children is hard, and I say this, Juane, nowadays, almost every parent I talk to complains about how expensive it is. One of our viewers had a question regarding grants. Harashem.
Children ba Raising Baby, and the fellow same solo mra uzi, and the one I'm at 6. nṋe ndi na vhana vhavhili, muṅwe una 12 years, muṅwe una 4 years. Hoyo we nda dzula tsini naye upfhi ro ṅwana mulaudzi, ndi ṅwana a sa diniho mara tshiṅwe tshifhinga u ya nkwatisa lune nda pfa ndi tshi balelwa u ḓifara nda nga ndi nga mu dia nda mu laṱa nga nṱha wa kona u zwi vhona. Nṋe dzi challenge ndi khou ṱangana nadzo ndi dzo alusa vha vhana malugana nga masheleni. Ndi pfa ndi tshi konḓelwa u vha alusa sa izwi ndi sa korobi. Tshelede ya muthu muthihi muḓini i a konḓa. Vha ḓo wana muṅwe ṅwana muhulwane a tshi khou amba uri tshenda nga hafha tsho bva bule. Vha wana u noni nga thungo ndi khou tea u ndi mise, ndi muthu o no ḓitshilela nga madokotela vha khou ḓi mu vha na vhone. Vha wana zwi tshi khou konḓa. Zwino havhaḽani vha khotsi ya vhana vha tshi dzhena ndi sokou pfa nga vha na tshelede nnzhi naho vho ḓi ntsumbedza salary advice yavho uri ho ita so ra vhea so much vha khou kona u zwi vhona. Zwino ndi sokou pfa ungari vha swika hune vha si khou mbudza ngoho nda pfa ndi tshi kwata nda sokou pfa ungari tshelede i hone i siho. Ndi yone challenge ndi khou ṱangana kha vhutshilo ha vhana. Ndi khou baleliwa u vha alusa ende ndi khou balelwa u ṱanganedza ende heyi nyimele yo thoma muṱani wa hashu. Ndo thoma u zwi vhona kha vhabebi vhanga musi miyanga vha sa shumi hu tshi shuma khotsi yanga fhedzi. Hezwi ṅwedzi wo fhela hu tshi lwiwa mme anga vha tshi vhona nga khotsi yanga vha na tshelede nnzhi vha khou tou i tambisa nnḓa nguya mahalwane kana u ita zwiṅwevho. Zwino hezwiḽa zwithu ndo zwi vhea muhumbuloni wanga. Ndi vhona unga na kha family yanga zwo tou ralo. Ndi vhona unga ṱhaṅwe tshelede i vha i hone houḽa muthu u vha khou tou ndzema. Zwithu zwe nda zwi dzama ndo u vhudzisa vho kha vhathu vhane vha vha vhafumakadzi vhahulwane vha miḓini vhane vha nga mbudza uri kana vha khou ṱangana vho na zwifhio muṱani mara na zwezwo thu wana solution yazwo. Ndi sokou pfa ungari zwine vha khou mbudza zwone a zwi ite nda zwi konadzea ndi a zwi dzama mara ndi a baleliwa. Dzi wishes dzine nda vha tama vha nadzo ndi dza uri ndi kone u ḓiwana ndi tshi khou shuma ri kone u ṱanganyisa tshelede ṱhaṅwe ndo tshi ḓo kona u vhona uri a hu tshena problem yo alusa vhana. Ndi zwone zwine nda nga vhona uri ndi a zwi tama uri zwi itee kha muṱa wanga uri ḓo kona u vha na mutakalo ngauri yo sa vha i problem ya tshelede zwi ita uri hu songo vha na mutakalo muṱani hu dzule hu khou lwiwa ṅwedzi u tshi fhela hu fanela u dzula hu khou lwiwa ngori ndi vhona ungari ndi khou zwi fheliwa tshifhinga tshoṱhe. Zwino nṋe ndi vhona ungari arali nda nga vha na mushumo naho mushumo muṱukuṱuku ra ṱanganyisa ndi vhona ungari ndi nga si tsha vha na problem yo alusa vhana. Nṋe ndi nga humbela vha raising baby uri vha nthuse nga dzi advice uri nṋe i problem ine nda vha nayo ndi nga i bvisa hani na ngauri ndi nga i solvisa hani uri ndi fanela u ita zwifhio uri problem heiḽa ndi vhone i si tsheho na uri hu songo tsha lwiwa. Ṱhaṅwe no khantsela sa muthu wa mufumakadzi uri muṱani u fanela u dzulisane mafhungo a si mafhungo a tshelede na miholo na mini zwoṱhe vha khou kona u zwi vhona. Arali raising baby yanga nthusa ngori ndi nga pfa uri ndi khwine badi ngori zwi a nḽisa mbilu u amba ngoho. Ndi pfa mbilu yanga i tshi vhavha nga maanḓa.
To answer these questions, my expert in studio is Khomotso Diseko, a SASSA spokesman, who is with us to discuss this matter. Dumela ntate.
Dumela Carol.
Ha re bue ka taba ya di-grants, ke mang a qualifyang for di-grant?
Re na le di-grants tse di fapafapaneng, so batho ba re ba dumellang gore re ba fe tetla gore ba di amogele. Qualification criteria teng a e tshwane. Mme ka baka la gore re bua ka di-grants tsa bana, ke tla tlhalosa fela di-grants tsa bana re na le tse pedi. Re na le e bitsang child support grant, 2/3 ya di-beneficiary tsa rona di tsa yona child support grant. And then re na le foster child grant. Foster child grant ke ya ngwana o botlhokometseng o e seng ngwana gago ka madi. And then child support grant ke ya ngwana o tsotsweng ko wena.
Okay. Ha re bue ka yone eo child support grant, ke mang a qualifyang for yone eo and ke the prerequisite for a person to have access to yone eo?
Gore motho a amogele child support grant o tshwanetse be le gore ga ana income because ke ska re ga bereke gonne go na le batho ba ileng gore ba bereka mme ba qualifya gonne go ya ka gore go tla ka gore o gola bokae ka kgwedi. Ke bona batho ba qualifyang for child support grant. Motho wa teng o tshwanetse e nne moagi wa South Africa kapa e nne motho o tlileng a tswa nageng tse di ka montle a tlile ka molao mo Afrika Borwa mme a sa kgone go itirela a sokola a kopa yona thuso ya gore puso e mo thuse a tlamela ngwana o.
Okay, so maybe ke shebile ko gae and I'm like, yeah, I tshwantse ke ye ke lo thoma this whole grant process. Re thoma kae re a kae?
Grant process ya child support grant o ya ko officing ya gago ya SASSA o tla ka birth certificate ya ngwana o tla gape ka ID ya gago le motswadi o bo ngwadisa ngwana o for child support grant o tla le ena ngwana o re mo tsaya menwana ya gagwe le wena re go tsaya menwana ya gago.
And then go etsagalang ga ngwana a tswetse mara hana birth certificate?
Ngwana o senang birth certificate o tshwana le mogolo o senang ID ra kgona go go fa grant mme ke tla tlhalosa. Ngwana a sena birth certificate o ska dulela ko morago wa rena ke tshaba go apply because a ke na birth certificate tshwanetse o tle o ikopanye le rona because puso e ya rona ke puso e ya batho ke puso e tshwanetseng e thuse batho e ska sheba gore gana eng mosebetsi wa puso ke gore e go thuse gore o bone birth certificate eo mme o tla e bona birth certificate le gore ha ona letseno mo ntlong so ke ka mo ke reng motho la sena birth certificate wa kgona go ka go SASSA re mo kwadise re mo thuse gore a kry birth certificate eo.
Okay. What can people expect financially ka grant? How much is government parting with?
Ya ka ke boletse gore re na le grant tse di fapafapaneng engwe le engwe e na le qualification criteria ya yona e na le value ya yona tse di sa tshwaneng.
Mara o ka re fa example lenyana?
Nka le fa example ka disability grant motho o mogolo o e leng gore motlhomong ga itekanela mo mmeleng o kry-a tšhelete le kanang le 1,600 ka kgwedi motlhomong.
Okay, ha re botsege our studio audience mme potso ya gago?
Okay, potso ya ka ke gore ne is it possible gore o apply for grant for bana where else o dula le papa bone and or like o sebetsa mosebetsi o sharp like wa government? And another question is wa khona go apply for grant o mo tshwarisitse for maintenance papa bone?
A ke simolola ka ya bobedi ke yona e bonolo a o tshwarisitse motho wa mogela maintenance mo go yena go ya ka court order a o apply le fa o qualify for grant because re ka sekgwa ba itse ba re ke double dipping.
Okay.
So o tla bo kry-a grant tse pedi ka mantswe a mang so re bantsi mo South Africa tshwanetse re share. Potso ya ntlha ntate wa kgona go kry-a grant le gore ntate wa ngwana wa bereka ya ka e tlhalositse go ya ka gore o amogela bokae mme se seng gape se tshwanetseng ke se lokise ke gore ha re ka gore o bereka ko pusong kapa kae la ntse o bereka ko pusong ga o amogela madi a ka fa tlase ga means test ya rona o tle go e amogela grant.
Okay, ke bona gana le potso e nngwe gape mme
ke kopa botsa gore what happens in a scenario where ke na le ngwana and then I stay with my mom ke decide out of the blue just go sia ngwana ka le mama ka ke nka ke mo golla the time ke tsa card ya grant le the birth certificate and then mama ko sala le ngwana yena after that like if ba tla reapply for the grant ke eng ntho e required gore I thole cause ke tla bitsamile ka birth certificate ya ngwana so o tlo khona yang gore yena a gone go golla ngwana ke se yona.
No ke potso ntle re tlhola re kopana le tsona di mathata a tshwanang le ao principle ya rona ke gore grant e latela ngwana ka mantswe a mang grant tshwantse e bonwe ke motho o e leng gore o tlhokometse ngwana ya ka o se tlhalositse in her case ngwana o tlhokometse ke mme so mme ke ena tshwantseng a bone grant eo ka gore yena o mo nageng a dulile ngwana mme wa ngwana so gore mme a bone grant eo tshwantse a tseye fela ID ya gagwe a kry social worker e tla mo thusa kgwedi e tlang grant tsena mo leineng la gagwe re mo fa karata SASSA.
Okay, yo. So there you have it. I hope we've answered your question. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Sesilatelang, Baby's Health A to Z. T for tonsillitis. Raising Babies 101 re tswela pele yanong ka topic ya rona Baby's Health A to Z and kajeno re bua ka T for tonsillitis. Tonsillitis, sometimes called pharyngitis, is the inflammation of the tonsils, the two oval-shaped lymph nodes allocated on either sides of the back of the throat. It can be caused by a virus or bacteria. Of course, I am not the expert when it comes to this, so joining me in studio is pediatrician Dr. Busi Mahlaba. Welcome, doctor.
Thank you, Carol.
So, Dr. Kupa hlalosetse gore ke eng yone tonsillitis, mara in the most simplest form. I know ke ile ka etsa explanation, mara in the simple form ke eng yone.
Okay. So tonsils are basically small lymph nodes, organs which are like phakathi emlomeni. If you open your mouth, there's two small balls at the end of the throat. Those are your tonsils. So if they get inflamed, no maybe an infection, we call it a tonsillitis. So it can be due from, as you said, viruses or bacteria, but it's usually mostly from bacteria.
Okay, I'm a bacteria. Okay, how does one know for sure gore ke yone tonsillitis? Because sometimes some people ban the tonsils, the larger tonsils than the next person.
Yes, so beside ukuthi abe makhulu ama tonsils kuphela, they will present with sore throats. Bona ukuthi mabedla kakhulu ama solids, kubhlungu to swallow that. Babona ukuthi they've got fever, bayashisela more than normal, and usually is difficult in swallowing. That's the major problem part. Yeah, then if this happens, then you're worried about tonsils.
How dangerous is the tonsils for ngwana monyane? For example, ngwanaka wila di thola ka 6 weeks, and my nanny had it, so wila afangwana. How dangerous is it? Because get the tonsils di like a fever, very high.
Yeah, no, the tonsils are very dangerous because you need to treat it as soon as possible. Because if you don't treat it, then there are chances of it recurring over and over and over again, and then obviously they might end up having to get them removed.
Keng e causang di tonsils ka rena ka itse gore batho ba bangata ba nagana gore nama ya kolube ingulube nama ya bone ya tsone ke yone e tlisang di tonsils. Have some bacon. It tlantlisa di tonsils.
There's no particular food that is associated with getting tonsils. What happens is like flu, like there's a season, during winter or cold months and everything, then you find that the chances of you getting flu-like symptoms are higher, same as with tonsils. You may find that during like winter and cold season, then chances of you getting tonsils are a bit higher, but it has nothing to do with food.
So it's got nothing to do with nama.
No. You can have your pork.
So also tell me, with regards to the symptoms that's on and prevention, it's normally like a flu season. It's not something is contagious.
No.
Oh.
Okay. No, tonsils are not contagious. Just because you have it, chances of another person having it are not as high. But it's like that. It's because it's a viral infection or can be bacterial infection. If you kwehlela, omunye ngena say a little bug like that, but not necessarily the. To some extent,
because
yes.
I recall my husband and Asuna wanaka a lot,
Yeah.
And then I told Ale.
So no, to some extent, it's just the sharing of that airborne or contagious virus from one person to another. Okay. So that's how I can get through to another person.
Okay. Nalepoto from our studio audience.
Dumela. Oh, doctor, ke batla tseba sentle gore ha le remove di tonsils, le remove di polo tse 2 or le remove like sometimes ha go tlhola go tswa di white things. E ba re ke tsone di tonsils. Go na le nyane tse di tswang tse di white, tse di small. So ka ditse gore le remove tsone or le remove di polo tse buang ka tsone tse le gore di a ruga.
Yeah, no, we're removing the balls, the actual tonsils themselves. Yeah, so that's why tonsillectomy is what you remove completely, because that's what causes a problem. Ukuthi mayikhula kakhulu ziya obstructs indlela umuntu edla ngayo, indlela umuntu ephefumula ngayo, so ilokho khishwa yonke.
Okay. Alepotse engwe from me.
Dr. Matlaba kunjani?
Ngiyaphila.
Ngiyaphila nami. Bengicela ukubuza kunomntwana one 2 years. So njalo hlala eclinic thola ukuthi unama tonsils and sometimes ngiyezwa ismell. Noma ekhala mhlawumbe ngiyakhona ukubona le ukuthi unenkinga. Ngicela ukwazi ukuthi kuyakhonakala ukuthi bangam-operate because ayamhlupha.
Yes. As I said, one of the major reasons we is operated to a tonsillectomy is if you're having recurrent tonsillitis, when you're having more than 3 for 3 consecutive years or more than 7, or when you have what we call a quinsy, where kuba khona ne-pus ebaphakathi laphana, or noma unenkinga ukuthi awusakwazi ukudla kahle and usakwazi ukuphefumula even after uthole treatment. So in those cases, ilapho kusheshe sithi ngcono umntwana ayikhipha ama-tonsils akhe.
Now I have to ask you, I know who believe, healthcare professionals that believe the tonsils they've got use and their tusa immune system.
Yes.
Purpose here the tonsils.
Yeah, tonsils, what we call it is it's a lymph node. So a lymph node is a drainage of umzimba way of putting all ama fighting guns soldiers.
Yeah.
That's where they are stored, most of the soldiers. So obviously, if you've got tonsils, the main use is if you've got infection, tonsils will keep those soldiers to be able to fight every infection that is over there. But then obviously, if themselves are causing a problem, it's better to remove them. Yeah, it's better to treat them. But they do have a use in the body.
Now, there are some parents who have chukiri le glycerin, ba bear mu cotton wool, and then babula mulo muangwana. Ba di phumula ba re no, e tla
I
di
will
thusa.
not advise on that. That even sounds scary and not safe, especially with the cotton wool. What if ingane swallows it? You know, what if it's not safe to put a foreign object inside the mouth, especially in a child? I will not advise that.
Okay.
Yes.
So what would you advise as we wrap up conversation A and tonsils?
Yeah, what I'll advise if the child's got tonsils, ngiyabona ukuthi uyashisa, akwazi ukudla, can't swallow, therefore take umyise esibhedlela, where we can give imithi yakhona, ama-antibiotics akhona, and then bezokwazi ukuba ngcono. Uma ubona ukuthi every year yena uphathwa ama-tonsils more than 3 times a year, then you must start thinking about ngcono siwakhiphele ama-tonsils. So the treatment is better.
Treatment is better. Okay. Thank you very much, doctor. We appreciate that. Insight on those tonsils. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For all that information, and also if you want to chat more about the tonsils, kopara check out Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The gorgeous Leanne Dlamini is our yummy mummy sitting on the couch, Lerona Khariboa. A very warm welcome as we continue with one of my favorite segments, Raising Baby 101, where we have an intimate sit down with your favorite celebrity parents. Parenting, and our next guest is one such individual. Loved by many, this singer-songwriter has come a long way. And I'm so happy to welcome today's yummy mummy, Leanne Dlamini. Welcome, Leanne.
Thank you so much for having me, Carol.
Oh, beautiful. You know, one thing I know is I follow you on social media, and you and your girls travel a lot with Daddy.
We do.
Family trips.
We do.
Tell me about that and exposing your children to traveling.
Wow. So traveling is something that my husband and I have done since before we got married even, and we really wanted our children to have that experience and to know what the rest of the world is like and not just be stuck in one place. So we've been traveling with them ever since I think they were almost 3 months old, both of them, and it is exhausting.
Yes.
A lot of stuff that you have to take to keep them entertained on the long trips, but it's been incredible. We love it.
Now, we were talking about spoiling on the show earlier.
Yeah.
And I want to find out from you as parents, do you spoil your kids at all?
Oh my gosh, yes, we do. So guilty. And I think my husband spoils them more than I do. I'm definitely the parent that disciplines them more, but we do. But they get gifts often, as I said. Any trip that he does, a work trip, he's got to bring something back, and it has to stop, actually.
So what do you think are the pros and cons of spoiling your kids?
Wow. I don't actually know if there are any pros. The cons, I think we don't want to raise children who are self-entitled and feel like they can have everything whenever they want it.
Sure.
And so I think that is one of the things that where I step in especially and have to reinforce that this is not something that happens every day. Not every child is blessed and lucky enough as you are to have a toy every month.
Yes.
You know, so I always just counteract what is happening with the message that I have.
Now, tell us about your girls, their names and the dynamics between the two girls. Because I know growing up as well, I have a younger sister.
Yeah.
So we used to bicker and fight a lot.
Right.
So what's the order of the day with your girls? Introduce us to their names and their personalities.
So my 8-year-old is Zani Lee, and my 3-year-old, she'll be 4 soon, is Zaya Rose. Their personalities are very different. Zani is the more outgoing one. She's an extrovert. She loves dance. She loves to sing. So she's very much an entertainer. And then Zaya Rose, she's actually changing the older that she's getting. She was very reserved and very quiet, more stern. But she's actually, I think, picking up on her sister's personality traits and really almost mimicking her sister, because she's now almost getting into the whole entertaining, dancing, singing.
Yes.
Yeah, I think she gets that from her sister, but they do fight a lot. And I often have to pull them apart. And the little one is always the one that instigates the fights, funny enough. So the little ones definitely are more of the bully.
Now, judging from you and your physique, you clearly stay fit, you eat healthy. We were earlier talking about sugar and children and moderation and what have you.
Right.
What's the rule of thumb? Because there are kids and, you know, they'll say, Mommy, I want ice cream or whatever the case may be. How do you manage that? I mean, you look gorgeous and you obviously want to raise a family eating healthy.
I do, but like you said, they are children. I'm raising a family. There's my husband that I need to consider as well. So we can't all be eating chicken breast and broccoli every night. So I really do just let them have everything in moderation, and they know that there are times when they can't be drinking juice all day long.
Yes.
So I really do try and ration everything that they have, but I give them the freedom to have whatever they want, really.
Yeah. Let's find out from our studio audience what your thoughts are.
I just want to ask the question, what did you experience going to overseas and just win a music competition and managed to come back here in SA and marry a black person?
Oh, okay. I think he's talking about X Factor. Yes,
that's a lot in one question.
I got it in stages. So my husband and I were married when I went to the UK to do the X Factor.
Yes.
And it was an incredible experience. My husband was actually born and raised in the UK. We actually went to live with his mum. I entered the competition. I just needed to do something different. Everyone gets to a point in their careers where they feel stagnant. They're not moving.
Sure.
And being a recording artist and having won an award here already, I knew that I couldn't go into any of the competitions that they had at the time.
Yeah.
So it was just a good time for me to regroup, refigure out what I wanted to do with my career, just take a break and challenge myself, and it was amazing.
So, Leanne, what's it been like culturally for you and your family and your kids? And, you know, you've married to an African man, and you also are from a different culture.
Right.
What's it been like merging and also raising the kids?
Culturally, I think we've managed to find a really good balance. My husband is very true to who he is and his roots, and he teaches the girls that all the time. They are Dlaminis, and this is what they do. They speak Zulu, so he teaches the girls Zulu as well. They're not fluent yet, but we're getting there, yes. And for me too, being coloured and the traditions that we have, certain ways that I grew up, we've managed to merge both worlds really well. And the girls know who they are, where they come from, and they know that individually still they are their own human beings, which is beautiful.
You're very passionate about end girl hate and bullying and women, you know, supporting each other.
Yes.
You're raising two beautiful girls.
Yeah.
Share that with us.
So, starting Women for Women and End Girl Hate, my daughters were definitely the biggest motivation for it. I had gotten to a point where I was tired of women bickering and fighting and competing and the jealousy. And I knew that if I wanted to make a difference, especially for my girls, I needed to start with myself and start somewhere. And so just really instilling the values of supporting one another, being kind and having compassion. That's a very big thing for me. And we talk about it all the time. And I really just want them to have a different experience of their relationships with other girls. And I think they're passing it on to their friends as well, which is really good.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, a lot of people look at you and say, Leanne's just getting everything right. Like, she's just perfect. Everything looks amazing. Look at her on the gram. She just has the best life.
Yeah.
I know there's another side to you. What do you want to share?
Absolutely. And with Instagram and social media, we only show people what we want them to see. We never show the other side. So for me, I really just want every young woman, mum, no matter what age you are, to know that I have the same struggles as them. I have days where I feel completely overwhelmed. I try to do it all, and I'm learning to actually practice what I preach to other women, because I always tell them, you can't do it all. And then I sometimes find myself in that position where I'm so overwhelmed because I am trying to do it all. But I have the same struggles. I feel guilty. I'm a working mom, and the guilt really does get to you. But I think for me right now, balance, just find the balance to any mom watching, because that's something that I'm trying to do as well. And just to do the best that I can. We can have it all, just not all at once. So one thing at a time.
One thing at a time.
Yes.
Well, you have your own pearls of wisdom. I know every mother has their own little tricks.
Right.
And their own little things they do to make this journey easier.
Right.
Share with us yours.
Wow. My tricks to make this journey easier, I think just having me time. Just find something that you enjoy doing and take the time out for yourself to regroup. Whether it's having a manicure or
Yes.
reading a book, it's so important because a happy mom is a happy life for everyone.
For everyone.
Yes. If we're happy, the household is happy. So just take the time out for yourself. Figure out what it is that you like doing and enjoy doing to relax and do that. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Leanne, for spending time and chatting to us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Carol.
And a thank you to everyone who was on this episode of Raising Babies 101. Ha re hopoleng, ha re tlhokomele bana ba rona, ka re bana ba rona ke bokamoso ba rona. Me, Carol Ofori, see you next week. Welcome to Pep Talk, where we try our best to make parenting as easy as 1, 2, 3 for all moms and dads. The best way to keep your baby in good health is through a healthy, nutrient-filled diet. Today I'm talking everything you need to know about baby food. To ensure that the food your baby eats is filled with nutrition, it's best to prepare your infant's food from scratch at home. The first tip is to mash or puree your veggies or any other food items that your baby needs and store them in the freezer to avoid prepping food every day. You can store your baby's food in these nifty containers that come in different sizes and colors. And for feeding utensils specifically made for feeding infants, you can grab these plastic feeding spoons and bowls. Make sure you label the food you store in the freezer with the date and contents of the container to keep track of all your baby's food. Being a parent is time-consuming, and not all moms have the time to puree veggies in bulk. For other alternatives that are equally healthy for your baby, go for Squish, which comes in a variety of flavors. For other must-have items for feeding your baby, use these bibs, and also have wet wipes or a cloth in close reach in case of a spill. To stand a chance to win some great prizes, get onto our social media pages and enter our weekly competition. Check in again next time on Pep Talk for more tips on raising your babies.